Owning a home is a goal that is firmly fixed in many Canadians' life plans, but not for everyone. One Canadian couple in their 30s decided not to buy a home. They're now retired and traveling the world. But to do it, they say they had to fight against the pressure to own the roof over their heads.
My parents have been screaming at me to buy a house for the last 8 years, right? It's just, if you're a renter, you're a loser, right? If you're renting, you're throwing your money away. And that just drives me insane because we really tried to buy a house, we really did, but it just didn't make any sense.
We were saving for a down payment just like everybody else, but then the goalpost just kept moving and it just kept getting further and further and further. When we had 500 grand and we looked back at that house that was listed for 500 grand, now it's 900 grand. And it's just kind of like, wait,
keeps going.
Why am I can't win? And then we looked at the money and we're like, that's kind of a lot of money. Can we do anything else with this?
But wait, this engineering duo saved $500,000?
There was no secret. It's just watching where the money is going. I mean, having a low rent and not having a car was a big part of it.
There's nothing crazy about what we've done here. It's just kind of like, oh, if you just don't shoot yourself in the foot, then the money builds up automatically.
They said they even went on fancy vacations while they saved. And of course, they put their savings to work.
What we found was financial independence, right, which is something that we stumbled into. And it's the concept that if you build a portfolio that's big enough, if you can safely withdraw 4% for the rest of your life, and that covers your expenses. So that way you can actually retire and you never have to work again. And what we actually found was that after we left our jobs, our costs actually went down. So traveling the world actually only cost $40,000, which is less than how much we spent in Toronto.
I mean, if you have $1 million house and a $1 million portfolio, on the surface it should be pretty much the same thing, right? But it's actually not. If you have $1 million house, you still have to go into work. You still have to pay for maintenance. You still have to do property taxes. You still have to buy a car and insure and all this kind of stuff. If you have $1 million portfolio, it pays you.
But is this couple's life even more out of reach for average Canadians than buying a home? They don't think so.
You know, we're not geniuses. We're not. We got lost 3 times on the way here. I'm not kidding. We're not geniuses.
It's true.
A lot of people are like, what you're doing is amazing. No, we learned this through time, through years of learning about the stock market and investing in it and understanding diversified, balanced portfolios. So if people want to do this, I absolutely think they can.
The biggest thing that we've learned here is that if you figure out money, life is incredibly easy. But if you never figure that out, life is insanely hard.